Good afternoon, folks. Zach Cross here. I hope you're having an excellent Friday. So I've got some interesting news. First thing I want to talk about is we are in the planning phases, myself, Charlie Mathews, and those of you who would like to get involved. We're not really at public comment yet, but we're just working some things out. And myself and several others are trying to work on a way to start the improvement of conveyance of irrigation water, of domestic water. And I don't know if you pay attention to Straight Out of Yuba episode 2 or this channel, but a while ago I suggested that we take and we make evacuation roads on public lands. Well, with the tractoring going on, it looks like some people had the idea that might not be too bad of an idea to cut access roads through for emergencies. So they may end up also, it looks like, probably trying to work that into the plan also. Now, we have several people in the community starting to work towards this, but this is what I need you to do as the public. Number one, I need you to ask our foothill and mountain irrigation districts and water districts to start working together, because this is a big thing project-wise. There's going to have to be studies and stuff done, but this could be the beginning of something that will last 100 years into the future. And while I don't have children and my dog is spayed, your grandchildren and great-grandchildren may prosper from it, much like Bullard's Bar Dam that was built, by visionaries at that time in this community. So that's the first order of business. Now, the second order of business is this is going to improve the watershed. So you think Randy Fletcher would be on board, but I don't know. I hear he's holding back because, him and his friend we might have come to know as Nosey Nancy, they don't really care for Charlie. And since I won't work with Fletcher directly after he told me to work through Nosey Nancy to get to him a couple of years back when I started working with Buck Weckman, who did a lot for this community, and his family sure did put on a good mountain fair this year. Randy didn't want it, and it's too late for that now, and I think he's a little upset about that possibly, but he can suck it, But Nosey Nancy has been perpetuating lies about me, or just calling me a druggie because I simply use cannabis. Now, where I work, folks, you can't really do drugs. They drug test you at the drop of a hat if you're not acting right and this and that, because they only want the best, which, I perform in the top 10% of production there, and they're already looking to move me up to entry-level management, and I haven't even been there 60 days. So what I need you to do on this front is, many of you know who Nosey Nancy is. She's guilty of getting shingles anytime there's work to be done. There's a shingles flare-up, but never when it's time to go to the casino and get drunk and drive home. She's also known for driving that gray Ford Escape around the hills to get more wine to go along with her nightly cocktail of pills and wine, and barely coherent at times when seen at Gold Eagle or across the street where she lives, where there's a little restaurant where she likes to sober up. So what I need you to do is I need you to ask these individuals to please put their pettiness aside. Please put your pettiness aside, ask them, and do what's right for the community. It's really simple. We need water. Look around. We need to move water between Bullard's Bar and Collins and other reservoirs in this area. We need to increase domestic because we have to have a little bit of planned growth. Obviously, those of us who've been up here forever don't really want, subdivisions and this and that. And Hal Stalker didn't want it. I don't want it. But what we can do is have nice ranchettes, and, maybe we can start using wells for irrigation purposes and backup water, and have domestic water coming out, of different places, because eventually, folks, there's going to be too many septic tanks to support wells that are clean. I mean, it's only a matter of time. Look at how much this place has blown up in the last 15 to 20 years. Look at how much it's blown up from 30 years ago, especially. Things are going differently now in our hills, and we're a resilient type, even the newcomers, because, we keep coming back after Governor Newsom or PG&E burns us out. My heart goes out to those poor people in El Dorado. If only PG&E had been dealt with the correct way, maybe they wouldn't be up there in Plumas County fighting that big fire, and they could put that fire out in El Dorado quicker. God bless the firefighters. So, folks, there you have it. We need to deal with Randy and Nosey Nancy, and we need to get these irrigation and water district people working together on this project, because this is a huge project that will impact every one of them. And at this point in time, we don't have the luxury of being competitive. It is us in a drought, and we are constantly battling with the state and the feds to keep our water up here. We need to grow in a way financially off of this water, possibly cannabis. And I think we should try to start fighting to get some of our mineral rights back here. Logging is going again. That's one of our big staples. Thank God for that. It's probably one of the good things only that has come out of this fire. But we need to look at building our wealth again. There's no reason why the Southern California people and the Bay Area people should dictate what we can and cannot do with our water, with our minerals, with our timber. Enough is enough. We're in this mess because we let hippies dictate, don't cut a tree, man, save the forest. Well, clear cutting was going on for a time, but they went over to responsible management, because that wasn't the way it was. So here we go. If we would have been doing responsible timber harvesting, we could stave off a lot of these wildfires that we're having now. I believe through responsible harvesting of the minerals in our rivers and creeks, through dredging, both through private little funded, individuals, and maybe something a little bit more, maybe Yuba Water Agency could figure out a way to get a dredge to do that, and somehow the county could benefit financially. I know Butte County collects gold out of different events, mudslides, stuff like that, and it goes, to fund different stuff. We need to take our rights back from the rest of the state here. We need to band together. I know there's a nice little rivalry between all of us counties, and even our little city, Marysville and Wheatland, and the county of ours, and this and that. We don't have that luxury. We need to work together, and we're not going to be able to do it if we have people who are being petty, like Fletcher, Nosey Nancy, and quite possibly a lot of people stuck in a fight that's been going on 15 years at North Yuba Water District and some other places up here. Enough is enough. We need to get down to the work while we have smart people like Charlie Mathews and Manager Willie at Yuba Water Agency, and Jeff Moppin, and a bunch of other people I'm not naming right now because I've already went on for 7.5 minutes. So look, I'm not going to do short videos anymore. All it does is make me look like a fool. If you can't take 5 to 10 minutes to learn about your community and things that are going on, well, I don't know what to tell you, but try harder, please. I don't hand out participation trophies. Anyway, have a good day. God bless you.